the Word, it has power. There are sermons, talks, even lectures, let alone books, and nowadays videos that can be life-changing. But modern man is actually a cripple without realizing it, because he is saturated with words and messages. His mind is less sharp than before with regard to the power of a word, because there are too many words in the air, and the vacuum which hears one word in emptiness is no longer available for the encounter with its power. In the pure life of the monastic desert, where there is a great limitation of words, life is very different. But we need to be careful, because even in the monastic life, there is a danger to let in too many. And we know where they can be coming from in our day. Modern man, if he wants to be a spiritual man, has to be in control and not controlled by what has come from his own ingenuity. The mind has found tools that can help, but perhaps without realizing it, has found also one that can take over the one that made it. And that is what is happening in Western society. The fairly new syndrome of burnout is the great modern disease of civilized man. But without getting to clinical illness, it can be there in the background all the time, simply being too thinly spread. It is a form of the category of which the Lord speaks in the parable of the sower. The one that finds himself throttled and choked by the cares of life, also by desires. Desire can be a bondage, whereas absence of preference outside the will of God itself is a liberating factor. When one accepts the manifestation of the will of God, one is relaxed. One hasn't lost anything, for one hadn't anything to lose. It has already been surrendered. But the desire is linked with the cares of life, for our desire leads us to want to be in control of life. We think we have power, but we haven't. The soul only has power over itself ultimately. And so it is that to take on all the problems in the air is to condemn oneself, to be massively, massively overcome. We don't need all that. What a difference between the life of listening only to the unheard, Jesus Christ, the Word, and listening to all this stuff. So it is to know how to turn off, be unavailable at times, except unto Him, is a great secret. And how to not need all this stuff and go through the day claiming the freedom of the children of God is a great blessing. The parable because the sower has lost none of its validity. But the form of the cares and preoccupations of life needs to be updated in our mind, lest we too be choked and throttled by too many words. Adoremus in aeternum sanctissimum sacramentum, laudate Dominum omnes gentes, laudate Deum omnes populi, quoniam confirmata est super nos misericordia eius, et veritas Domini manet in aeternum. Gloria Patri et Filio et Spiritui Sancto, sic ut erat in principio et nunc et semper et in saecula saeculorum. Amen. Adoremus in aeternum sanctissimum sacramentum.